Okay, affirmative team, first constructive speaker.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here to debate this important topic. We of the affirmative team support the proposition resolved the Japanese government should establish a free trade zone in Okinawa Prefecture. Before we present our support of the proposition, we'd like to define the following terms. First, the Japanese government is a group of people who are making the rules for Japan. Second, free trade zone means any place on Okinawa main island where we can import or export without any tax. My team has three important points. The first point is that the unemployment rate can be lowered by establishing a free trade zone. The unemployment rate of Okinawa is the highest in all of Japan. If Okinawa established a free trade zone, the people could get the jobs because many companies would come to a free trade zone in Okinawa. The second point is that the second industry would be developed by a free trade zone. On Okinawa, the second industry is not active compared to other prefectures, so we need to develop the second industry. The third point is that the third industry would develop if Okinawa established a free trade zone. Many people and tourists would come to Okinawa to shop in a low cost. Therefore, my team, based on these 3 points, support the proposition resolved. The Japanese government should establish a free trade zone in Okinawa Prefecture. I'm ready for questions.
Okay, 1 minute pause for discussion. Okay, questions and answers.
What is the unemployment rate in Okinawa today?
Unemployment rate? It is about 8%.
What are some examples of second industry?
Example of second industry are computer factory and so on.
Where will these second industries be constructed?
Further,
Where will these second industries be constructed?
this second industry will constructed in the free trade zone.
Where will the third industry develop or expand?
Excuse me.
Where will the third industry develop or expand?
through industry develop or expand in all of Okinawa.
Okay, negative team, first constructive speaker.
Good morning, everyone. It is nice to be here to debate this important topic. We of the negative team does not support the proposition resolve the Japanese government should establish a free trade zone in Okinawa Prefecture. The negative team agrees with the terms with definitions of terms presented by the affirmative team. The negative team supports the status quo and does not believe the present situation is same as presented by the affirmative team. According to the Okinawa Times, Okinawa government plan for the free trade zone is to invite companies, factories from the foreign countries. But we don't have basic support system for the second industry. We don't have enough water, big airport, roads, and electrical power. Next, the Okinawa agriculture is going to be in trouble. JA said Okinawa would be treated as a foreign country from the Japanese point of view. So, in the other words, we have to pay the customs when products are taken into mainland Japan. If the free trade zone is established in Okinawa Prefecture, more electrical and agricultural products will come to Okinawa freely and easily from foreign countries. Accordingly, the program that will develop is there is no guarantee that Okinawa Prefecture and Japanese government will support or help out the Okinawa agriculture. We urge you to agree the negative position and not support the proposition resolve the Japanese government should establish a free trade zone in Okinawa Prefecture. I'm ready for question.
Okay, 1 minute pause for discussion. Okay, questions and answers?
How many dams does Okinawa have?
Okinawa has 9 dams, but we have enough water because the demand is increasing bigger and bigger every year.
Why does Okinawa need a bigger airport to establish a free trade zone?
Okinawan government said the free trade zone would be developed like Hong Kong, but they recently established a new airport three times bigger than their old one, which was eight times bigger than Okinawan's. So we need bigger airport.
What is JA?
JA is Japanese agriculture organization.
Why do we need electric power to establish a free trade zone?
Compared to Hong Kong, it is very low. We need more economical power.
What is the amount of customs that the Japanese government chose on Okinawa agricultural products?
Japanese government and Okinawa prefecture have not decided yet.
Okay, affirmative team, second constructive speech.
I would like to restate that the affirmative team supports the proposition resolved the Japanese government should establish a free trade zone in Okinawa Prefecture. My team has 3 points. The first point is the unemployment rate is low in Okinawa. The second point is the second industry would be developed. The third point is the third industry would be developed. If Okinawa Prefecture establish a free trade zone, there will be enough jobs and the unemployment rate will decrease. That will solve the problem of unemployment. The negative team said that Okinawa has no basic support system for the second industry. However, Okinawa Prefecture has guaranteed water for industrial use. Also, Okinawa Prefecture has Kitanakagusuku reclaimed land. It is very big. Electricity, which will be needed for the free trade zone, will be ready in 2005. Right now, there is not big enough airport in Okinawa to support a free trade zone. But a new airport will be constructed and it will be completed by 2005. Therefore, the prefecture will be ready to accept airplanes which come from foreign countries. My team's point is invite foreign and Japanese countries which will provide additional jobs and help develop the second and third industries.
Okay, negative team, second constructive speaker.
The affirmative team's plan is to invite foreign and Japanese companies to Okinawa. However, a free trade zone is unattractive for companies to come to Okinawa because there are already big free trade zones in the world like Hong Kong and Singapore, and Japan is very close to these areas. So, companies would not come to Japan unless Japan gives them some profitable conditions. Also, the affirmative team's first point was the unemployment rate will be low. But most of unemployed people who live in Okinawa don't want to get a job like manual labor, which is given by second industry. They want to do office work. And affirmative team's second point was the second industry would be developed. They also said that Okinawa has enough electrical power to develop second industry, but demand went bigger and bigger in each year. So prefecture can't meet the demands for power for free trade zone. And the affirmative team's third point was the third industry would also be developed. But if the second industry is developed, it would cause environmental disruption. Thus, the third industry would break down. So, my team does not support the proposition. Resolve the Japanese government should establish free trade zone in Okinawa Prefecture.
We have 1 minute for discussion. Negative team, rebuttal.
I'd like to review the debate so far. Affirmative team's first point was the unemployment rate will be lowered, but the people do not want to do manual labor, which is given by second industry. And the unemployment rate will not be lowered. The affirmative team's second point was the second industry will be developed, but there is no power to develop a free trade zone in Okinawa because the demand for support will be bigger and bigger every year. The affirmative team's third point was the third industry will be also developed, but in fact, the second industry would cause environmental destruction and the third industry would break down. My team's point was, first, there is no power to develop a free trade zone in Okinawa. Second, the Okinawa agriculture is going to be in trouble. And we urge you not to agree with affirmative team and not support the proposition result. The Japanese government should establish a free trade zone in Okinawa Prefecture.
Affirmative team, rebuttal.
I would like to review the debate so far. The negative team has 2 points. The first point was Okinawa has no electrical power to develop a free trade zone. The negative team said we don't have enough water, big airport, road, and electric power. But it is not true because a new big airport is being constructed and Okinawa Prefecture can prepare enough water, road, and electric power to develop a free trade zone by 2005. The second point was Okinawa agriculture is going to be in trouble. According to Mr. Naka, who is the director of Japanese agriculture, Okinawa Prefecture is thinking about Okinawa agriculture, so they will find a good solution. My team has 3 points. The first point is the unemployment rate will become lower. The unemployment rate is high in Okinawa. It is because Okinawa doesn't have workplaces which are good places for employment. If Okinawa Prefecture established a free trade zone, many foreign companies will come to Okinawa. Many unemployed will be employed by these companies. The second point is the second industry will be developed. The third point is the third industry will be developed. Many foreign companies will come to Okinawa, so the second industry and third industries can develop. We urge you to support the affirmative position resolved. The Japanese government should establish a free trade zone in Okinawa Prefecture.